I'm feeling passion. Jimmy Wang Yang. Jimmy Naywins. Welcome back to Fog Football. Aberdeen 1, Hibs 2. Not going to lie, I thought it finished 3-1 Hibs, but then it turns out a goal got chopped off. And we're like, what's going on?
Hibs went 3-0 up. I stopped paying attention. Then I seen Aberdeen bundle in a goal, which I thought was going to be nothing more than a consolation. And I thought, look at that idiot. Look how quickly he's running to grab the ball there. There's about 30 seconds to go and they're still trailing by 2. And then we looked at the graphics and we just assumed that those graphics are broken.
Yeah.
Because Hibs are 3-1 up. But it turns out at some point the Hibernian third goal was ruled off. Not sure what for, but it means that Aberdeen's goal literally did give them somewhat of a chance heading into the final few seconds of the game. But I think it would have been damn near a robbery had Hibernian not won this game because they were a far superior team. But Hibernian have already been beating teams this season by 2-0 on multiple occasions and not picked up the win. So David Gray, the snippet muscle, the arse cheeks must have been flapping, I think, for the final 15 seconds.
I looked at, and honestly, even by the amount of people that left the stadium, I just thought it was 3-0. There was no one left. At 2-0, they began to leave, but 3-0 was the difference
Well,
maker.
to be fair, maybe they did a 180 when they found out the goal was disallowed. I don't know.
Would you bother your arse?
Yes, Aberdeen.
If you're going to leave, right, and you're committed to leaving, I don't think them making it 2-1 with 20 seconds to go is enough to get me.
This is the same team that went 5-6 games without scoring a single goal.
Aye.
So I highly doubt the fans were going to all of a sudden think, we'll get 2 late goals to snatch a draw.
Anyway, obviously this game completely overshadowed by the games around it today, but that's what it is. It was still, I thought it was a good game end to end.
Yeah, no, I mean,
not many people talking about it.
It was a good game, and I say end to end.
Hibs were dominated, but it was still end to end.
Yeah, Aberdeen played their part, but let's not get it twisted here. Hibs were the better team, and they deserved to win, and they did win.
And that's all that matters.
And it moves them up to third place in the table.
For Hibs, it doesn't really matter about Aberdeen's late charge.
Yeah, and listen, Jimmy Thelin, he got a couple of wins, back-to-back wins there in the league, and people thought that might have been the Aberdeen turnaround. And I've been pretty adamant that I don't think they're going to turn it around, even after they won those 2 games. I know that some pundits on Scoreboard, likes of Andy Halliday and Marvin Bartley, especially Marvin Bartley, they both say that Aberdeen are in a false position right now. Marvin Bartley guaranteed they'd finish top 6. I disagree. I guarantee you that they will not finish top 6. I don't see this team turning it around. I think they're destined for that bottom half of the table.
I would agree with that, because I wouldn't be surprised. Jimmy Thelin post-match talking about, we need to get the good times back, just before the Athens game. I wouldn't be surprised that's him in another rut now. I mean, you've lost 6-0 to AEK Athens, and you've now lost to Hibs.
It did look a bit positive, I'm not going to lie. The 4-0 win against Dundee, then they get that competitive game in Europe against Shakhtar Donetsk, and then they get that late winner against St Mirren. You felt like maybe they would kick on from that, but nah, they've followed it up with a 6-0 worst defeat ever in Europe, and then today 2-1 on paper doesn't look bad, and 2-1's not going to get Jimmy Thelin sacked, but it did look like it was 3-0, and I think 3-0 would have been a more justifiable scoreline, I think, than the 2-1 that we were given in the end.
No, absolutely, but let's get into the game, shall we? So, Aberdeen have the first chance in the notes. Adil has a shot that went wide. Hibs were the better team, but he is the first notable shot. Bit shite. Mulligan then drags one wide. Mulligan could have been a Rangers man, but then Thelwell and co turned it down. So there you go. Another great piece of business.
That deal was already done,
I know,
I believe, and then he pretty much scrapped it. Nah.
No, mate, we haven't spent 10 million on him, so
We don't sign players for the Scottish Premiership.
for free
Ain't
that
good
actually
enough,
suit the model. No, it don't work like that around
We
here.
need to go down to England and overpay on somebody's shite.
Yep, but the Hibs make it 1-0 with Klidgey gets played through, and
I might need to spend 10 million on a new voice box, by the way. I'm going.
you are gone. But Klidgey makes it 1-0. This is exactly what you expect for your record signing.
He's not really had that much game time, but he does look good. I will say that.
He also looks about 10 years old, by the way.
Yeah, he's a bit
He was
small,
doing his
isn't
wee
he?
post-match interview with
It's like first day at school,
he
wasn't
was
it?
doing it with some, I can't remember the guy's name, the Hibs guy, but he was big and he was just fucking sitting there.
Well, he was hardly the Aberdeen guy, was he?
Yeah, not remember Michael Beale and Ange did that press conference together.
Aye, did that not cause mayhem?
Aye, it was a bit, I don't know what they were fucking planning there. But yeah, I mean, you had a couple of half chances for both teams. At this point, it was a bit end to end. But then I've wrote in my notes just before half time, Stuart Armstrong, mince. I think he's done. I've believed he's been done for a long time, but let's call it, he should have retired when we didn't get that penalty against Hungary. That was it.
I should have retired when he handed Harry Kane that equaliser.
Well, that is true.
For me, his career was done from that moment onwards.
Yeah, it's like, just reel it in you.
Fucking ruined my life, Stuart Armstrong.
Yeah, but I think he's a guy he's obviously got worse over the last 18 months. Probably thought, I'll come up to Aberdeen, I'll return to the league I was once good in, a couple of European games, I'll walk it.
I'll look like the man.
He's
blah,
not.
Blah, blah.
He's not
No,
walking
I
it.
think he's done.
And I think what we're going to be... honestly, this league for too long has been the retirement home for not only our former players that have been in the league, but English lower Premiership players / Championship players. I think over the next host of years, we're going to begin to see players be signed on a similar level to what Hearts have done with the Jamestown Analytics.
Well, that's the way forward.
And I think Hibs have signed a few players like that. Hell, I think even Aberdeen have signed it. The likes of Milanovic, Lazatek, what do you call him? Jasper Larsson? The left winger, Swedish international. Carlson, that's it. That's the one. Larsson. I wish it was Larsson. Sebastian Larsson, maybe. But you know what I'm coming from, though?
I'd still take him.
No, I know they would, but the days of signing the likes of Clint Hill, the days of signing the likes of fucking...
Yeah, but
there's a few exceptions,
but here,
obviously.
That's never really worked. I don't think that's just a new thing. We've seen a lot of players come up from down south expecting to walk it to maybe towards the end of their career. I mean, look at Rangers. They brought in Senderos and fucking Joey Barton.
Clint Hill.
Clint Hill wasn't that bad.
Yeah, but he's the same category as those two.
I wouldn't.
Old decrepit guy coming up for the English leagues.
I don't think Clint Hill was as bad as...
he scored an Old Firm goal, I'll give him that.
Yeah. I mean, Joey Barton's Rangers career was a fucking disaster.
Hold on, Philip Senderos was an invincible. What the
fuck was that? He sat on the bench for the majority of it.
What was... I sold Kolo Toure. He still gets that fucking tag.
No, he didn't.
He sat on the bench, not as much as him.
What do you mean? Kolo Toure was the main man beside Campbell?
No. Aye, my arse he was.
Well, who was Campbell's centre-back partner then?
Fucking Martin Keown was coming on all those games.
Don't recall that.
Martin Keown was getting subbed on to get his appearance levels up. Check that out. So he could get the medal. No, I'm not. Kolo Toure, right? I don't even know what are we talking about. Kolo Toure was a great centre back. That's what we'll go with there. Rangers on a roll, but point is, I think the league is beginning to move away from that. It should move away from that, and I believe we've seen it. I mean, look at Hearts a couple of years ago. Signed the likes of fucking what do you call him? Robert Snodgrass. That's a shite signing.
No, I agree.
The Jamestown Analytics and players like that, it should be the way forward.
And I'm sure Robert Snodgrass was one of the higher paid players at that time.
Yeah, and it just does not warrant it in the slightest. Anyway, into the second half, bit more end to end again. Mulligan has a shot. Mitov gets collected by a slide. I think it's Boyle tries to slide in and get his foot on it. Mitov then stands up, runs, and then falls over 5 seconds after the contact. I hate that. Don't know if he was trying to get someone sent off or whatever. Boyle then finds Campbell. He hits the post. Should do better. Boyle then goes on a solo run. Blazes over. Mulligan blazes over. And then what happens? It goes end to end, and Eli Yuan manages to make it 2-0 after a Hibs counter-attack. Aberdeen almost got a goal. 3-0 for Campbell. Like we said, we thought this goal counted, so I have no idea if it was offside or a foul but something happened.
Also, I don't know how Hibs didn't score from that previous chance they had. It was almost like free clearances.
Yeah.
When it was basically shots right in front of goal.
2-1 absolutely flatters Aberdeen. This game should have been about... This could have been 6-0 Hibs.
Yeah, so the Aberdeen, they pulled one back, but... it wasn't great. It was just I was a bit lucky, I think, in the end.
Goalkeeper just... Honestly, the goalkeeper was in no man's land, and it was almost like he was expecting like an offside or something. But Aberdeen sit 11th in the league. Hibs go third, and 2-1.
You alright there?
No, I'm fucking malfunctioning, but good result for Hibs, shite result for Aberdeen.
No, it's a great result for Hibs. It moves them into third place. They close the gap on
Like
Celtic.
they're still not firing all cylinders, Hibs, but they're getting there, I think.
No, they are, and they've got a lot of draws this season. I think if I look at the if I had to pick which team in the league probably has more points than less points than they deserve at this stage, I would actually probably look at Hibs, because I thought they were unlucky at the Edinburgh Derby. I think if that game finished 0-0, you could not have complained. A point would have been fair. But they lost out in that one. They were 2-0 up against Falkirk.
Kelly as well.
They were 2-0 up against Kelly, and they drew both of those games. I also believe that they had a penalty claim against Dundee United in the last minute, and that penalty claim against St Mirren, which they definitely should have got. So, but some people say they were lucky to get a draw against Celtic, so maybe you take that point away from them. But I do think that Hibs probably should have more points than they currently have.
Absolutely. Anyway, that's where we'll leave it. I can't believe I fucking
Big
won.
Stevie Cool's done. You'd think the win for Rangers would have gave you a bit of life.
That flu last week's took it fucking out of me. Honestly, took it out of me. Anyway,
let me call the butler and make you a lem sip.
Sir, your lem sip is ready, sir.
Sir is walking. Hurry up, sir.
That's Brendan Rodgers walking back for Edinburgh tonight.
He's not in his wee Rolls Royce, no, his wee Range Rover Sport.
No, he's fucking out of gas, man. He's
all brakes, no gas.
Handbrake's been left on.
It's fucking brilliant. Roll on Wednesday, man. Falkirk and John McGlynn, 2-time manager of the year. You'll smash him. I'd love it.
That's Junior.
I'd fucking love it.
That's
Junior.
That's Junior Soprano.
Well, guys, we'll get you an episode of the Falkirk career and we'll upload it before that Celtic game.
Junior Soprano, he's no fucking happy.
We've ordered it. I ordered that hit. I want it completed. Anyway, well, that's it. Completes a good day of football, a great day of football, a beautiful day of football, as some people call it, a beautiful Sunday. Pretty much the results went the way I thought they'd go. Even if I did bet Rangers to draw.
Yeah, I mean, Rangers had
Can't
to
really blame
win.
me for that though. But listen, Hibs win, Hearts win, Rangers win.
Hearts domination could bore Scottish football fans.
Well, here. Please bore me then if that's the case.
Anyway, we're done.
Hold on.
What?
Is there any Scottish team outside of the Old Firm won the league on back-to-back occasions? Apart from Dumbarton.
Aberdeen. Did Aberdeen not do it?
I don't know, did they?
Third Lanark.
I think Hearts done actually.
Well, you should fucking know this.
No, we did. 50. No, we did one it back to back. Point is, right? It's not often that it's not often a team wins the league back to back.
Hold on, it's not often a team wins the league. Period. And you're talking about fucking back to back. You're already thinking about the 26-27 campaign, fucking Celtic.
Yeah, but see when you have to go back like over 65 years to remember the last time your team. No, I mean I wasn't even born.
No shit.
I mean, I was about halfway born at that stage, so it's like if that maths.
Halfway.
Oh, I'm halfway there, living on a prayer. I mean, what's Brendan Rodgers living on a fucking lifeline?
Right, we're
now?
done. You're talking pish. 2-1 Hibs.
Right, Brendan Rodgers pulling into the gas station, looking for a top up, and he's looked at the fuel and it's went out of diesel, out of petrol, out of luck, out of points, prick.
Out of excuses. Take some accountability, Rodgers.
The board's out. The board at Celtic Park.
All aboard.
Low hanging fruit, man. They're just waiting there to be picked on.
That's it.
Like a fucking grape that is, falling off a branch, just dangling in front of your head, waiting for you to just like.
Can we fucking end this?
Right, guys, that's it. Aberdeen 1, Hibernian 2 in the north of Scotland. We'll catch you in the
North East. There we go. Good night.
That's it.